Another day means another Mortal Kombat video. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Dynasty back at it again on this Tuesday afternoon. Some more MK1, MK cringe. Few things of note to discuss this afternoon. For starters, the MK1 Premium Shop was finally updated, but sadly, if you're holding out hope and thinking that maybe you'll finally get a chance to purchase the Liu Kang, Bruce Lee, Blood Sportsman costume, well, it's still not in the shop. However, what got added today, not necessarily today, but you're able to start unlocking today, is a bunch of new rewards for this week's Race Against Time, including at the #1 spot, top 5%, you can finally get the Conan the Barbarian announcer voice. So that's kind of exciting for you 3 Conan the Barbarian fans. And also, we get pretty much to like the semifinals of Ed Boon's greatest guest character in Mortal Kombat history voting poll. We've been doing updates on this for the last like week or so. I'm still convinced that this is NetherRealm Studios' way of kind of gauging the interest of the community for like a hypothetical Combat Pack 3 DLC guest character. I keep saying it because it's how I be feeling. I feel like this is not for nothing. I feel like this is kind of them just testing the waters and seeing, hypothetically, what type of character you would want to see if we do get a Combat Pack 3. Maybe a superhero again, an 80s action movie star, a horror character. Regardless, the results are looking like you're probably going to end up with Spawn or Predator. So before we break all this stuff down, you guys do know the drill by now. It takes you a second. Drop a like on the video. Without you, these MK videos don't happen. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for still choosing me, ya boy, for all the MK1 goodness and hype in your life. And with that said, let's break down everything new for Mortal Kombat and let's get into it. Kicking things off, let's do a quick overview of the premium shop being updated for Mortal Kombat 1. First things first though, a massive shout out to iScreamFGC for actually sharing the update when it went live this morning. Came out and said, final premium shop rotation for Season 3, that of course being this season, the repeat season. The back end of the store rotated with old items and front page has no change. The long-awaited Blood Sportsman Liu Kang skin is a bust despite his store render being added for this season. We have to wait a little longer. So yes, the Bruce Lee skin for Liu Kang that I know a lot of you guys have been wanting for a long time since it was data mined way back when. Feels like a lifetime ago. Maybe Season 4 repeat season? We'll have to wait and see. But yes, this is the current shop right now. The monk costumes that we've seen a few times. Got Dark Katana, Wuxi Kenshi, Dark Kenshi, T1000 announcer voice, Titan Baraka. Not sure who this is for, this gear piece item. Don't kill me for not knowing exactly. Then you got UMK3, Noob Saibot, Dark Reiko, and some easy fatality tokens. So, you know, nothing too groundbreaking, but if you're interested, hey, that's your most recent shop rotation, which really feels like not much of a rotation. And again, another massive thank you to iScreamFGC for also giving us an update on the most recent Race Against Time that just got added today. You can see right here, top 5%, you get Conan the Barbarian announcer voice. Top 10%, you'll get the Reiko palette. Top 20, Katana's palette. Top 33, Ashra's gear. Top 50, Katana gear. Top 100, 2,500 coins. And thankfully, iScream actually pieced together this collage right here showcasing everything of note. So there is the palette for Reiko. Here is the gear piece, the Chris for Ashra. The gear fan for Katana. And in general, the palette skin option, the pink one for Katana, which I think looks pretty damn sick. So there you go. If you grind this week, you can unlock this, plus the Conan the Barbarian announcer voice. And for those 3 people who are going to grind to get the Conan the Barbarian announcer voice, in case you want to hear what that sounds like already, thankfully my boy Interloko has already uploaded everything in regards to the Conan the Barbarian announcer. So yes, I'll have this linked down below so you can listen and see if it's worth the grind. So yeah, new Race Against Time rewards. New shop rotation. Still no movie skins. Still no Bruce Lee skin for Liu Kang. Despite us not knowing when exactly this costume's gonna drop, for those who've never seen it before, if you've been missing like the data mine updates, this is the Blood Sportsman skin in all of its glory in this graphic, actually showcased by iScreamFGC. It's taking inspiration from Bruce Lee's Game of Death film from way back in the day, so it's got like the black and yellow color palette, color scheme. It's got the Mortal Kombat dragon insignia on the back. It's arguably the coolest look I think Liu Kang is going to have at MK1. So yeah, hopefully this is dropping soon. Hopefully it's not too expensive. And hopefully people are still playing MK1 when it gets released. And that leaves us with round 3, what I'm dubbing the semifinal best MK guest DLC fighters ever. The final 4. So this is going to be pretty interesting. And just like previously with round 2, Ed Boon decided to hide the replies on X. Some people in my last update video were saying it's probably because Boon doesn't want to be bombarded with like negative feedback, and I mean, I guess there's times where Boon will tweet out just something completely irrelevant to Mortal Kombat and he gets bombarded with Mortal Kombat questions. This is literally in regards to Mortal Kombat, so you would think this would be like a valid reason to have this open, but no. He wants feedback, but only so much. So let's see how it's going this semi-final round of the greatest DLC guest character of all time. Now, at least on Threads, we actually got some context here. Round 3 poll, who's the best Mortal Kombat guest DLC fighter ever? The fantastic final 4. It's really getting interesting. Let's hear your voice in round 3, just not on Twitter. Remember, you're voting for the guest character that was most fun to play, which isn't always the most recognizable, popular character. So again, reiterating, the most fun to play, which again is funny because just a few days ago he was asking which 4 characters need the most added to Mortal Kombat 1 for fun, which is how I'm correlating how this is probably potentially for a Combat Pack 3. Again, my tinfoil hat theory. So here we go, the final 4: Spawn versus Jason, Predator versus Freddy. If you want to see what the bracket looked like prior, there you go. Now let's see how this is actually shaping up right here. Spawn versus Jason. I was wrong. I was convinced that Jason would barely win. I thought this would probably be the closest one yet, but no. Todd McFarlane's Spawn is doing work. You still got 20 hours, guys, to go vote. Don't know how much of a difference it would make because Spawn is leading by so much. But, damn. Jason Voorhees. My GOAT, my option. It was either him or Spawn. I felt like Spawn's kicking his ass. Now we have Predator versus MK9, Freddy Krueger. And Predator is beating Freddy. So, semifinals, Freddy and Jason both taking the L, which is interesting. So, the finals seem to be Spawn versus Predator. And I'm going to say Spawn is probably going to win, but it's going to be close. Predator is going to be doing so much work, but Spawn was just such a big deal for Mortal Kombat, and I know it's about who was the most fun to use. In that regard, personally, I would probably pick Predator, but in general, just every facet of it all, I can't go against Spawn. I can't. He's the coolest caped crusader of all time, so yeah. We'll see how this unravels, but there you go. That's your update in regards to the GOAT guest character in Mortal Kombat, at least the most fun to play. And either or here would kind of give NetherRealm a reason to add another 80s, I guess, action hero star. I guess Predator is kind of classified as that. Spawn would be another, like, hero per se. I truly feel like we need no more superheroes in Mortal Kombat 1. Then again, it's like they added so many guest superheroes, heroes. Might as well keep it coming and make this like the hero game with Mortal Kombat characters like M-rated MK versus DC to some extent. But Predator being like a nice little mix of like horror and like 80s action horror. action movie. It's interesting. What could this mean for MK1 if this was going to be like gauging the interest? Does this mean we're going to get another Predator from Mortal Kombat 1? Is Spawn making a comeback? Don't know, but let's see right here the responses we got. It's going to come down to these two. No, it's not. He should have like a third place voting poll between the two, though. I think Spawn will win. Jason's the king of all guests. Give us the top 4 as a DLC pack. That would sell. Whoever wins should be the next DLC character. A lot of people really want to see repeat DLC these days, which is funny because that was like taboo for the longest time until Rain was a repeat DLC. For the longest time, people were like, you can't have a character be DLC twice. It's impossible. Why not? Why the fuck not? If people are willing to buy it, why not? Spawn's the best guest character. I'm a Predator fan along with Spawn. Bring back Spawn. Bring back Cabal. Kratos would have been elite to be an MK1. Well, I mean, he would have been an exclusive, which would have sucked. So, there you go. There is your update. Who do you think is going to win round 3, the semifinals of the greatest Mortal Kombat guest of all time? And what do you think this means for the future of Mortal Kombat? Does that mean Spawn will be in Injustice 3 if he wins? Does that mean Predator will be added to MK13 or MK1? Don't know, time will tell, but guys, that's everything I got for y'all today. A nice quick overview of all the changes to Mortal Kombat 1 for this week, and also, again, this update in regards to Ed Boon's most recent voting poll. We'll see what happens. Summer Game Fest is kind of around the corner. Maybe something gets announced there. Obviously, we're still waiting for, like, the movie skin packs and the movie marketing, so there's at least some type of content for Mortal Kombat 1, at least for a few more months, given that in the source code, we still have a few more repeat seasons with a bunch of new gear and skins. So we'll see how this all unfolds by the end of this year, but regardless, I do think this is interesting and probably leads to something more than just a random voting poll. Again, my tinfoil hat is on. Combat Pack 3, will it happen? I'm saying a 1% chance. For you guys who love this game, hopefully it happens. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a solid, takes you a second, drop a like on it, subscribe for more MK content like this on the channel. Till next time, been your host, Dynasty. You guys, please take care, stay safe. I love ya. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.